All right, hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 5. I can solve radical equations on both sides. Oh, sorry, with radical equations on both sides. So, really it's just more solving. But you need to know that when radicals are on both sides, we have a little different order. Okay, so the first thing we would do is square both sides. Then solve for x. So taking a look, let's look at an example. So for example, if you have the square root of x equals the square root of 5x minus 1. Okay, so if you look at this, everything's isolated. The square roots are on both sides all by themselves. We can't get rid of that 1 or anything else. We can't take them out until we square both sides. Okay, so we square the square root and we've got x. Over here we square the square root and we have 5x minus 1. So then it's just a solving problem. How do we get x by itself? Well, we have to move to one side. Let's minus x here. Sure. Okay, so we've got 0 equals 4x minus 1. Let's add 1. So 1 equals 4x. Divide by 4. And x equals 1/4. Okay, hey, we'd want to plug that back in and check and make sure we get the same thing on both sides. So this is a scenario where we actually have to plug things back into both sides. Okay, so we have the square root of 1/4. Does that equal the square root of 5 times a fourth minus 1? Well, plug that into your calculator. The square root of 1/4 is a half. And when you put this one into your calculator, you get a half. So a half equals a half, and great, we've got a real solution. Okay, look at another one. So it's more of the same. So let's look at the square root of 3x minus 17 equals the square root of x plus 21. Okay, so to solve this, we first have to look, okay, are the radicals by themselves? Yes. So we're going to square. Oops, square. All right, so this radical and the square root cancel out. We've got 3x minus 17 equals, and over here, x plus 21. Okay, so we want to get x by itself. We got to move. Let's move the x. So we've got 2x minus 17 equals 21. Okay, we have to get, oh, that's ugly. We have to get rid of that minus 17, so we're going to add 17. So 2x equals 38. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. And x is 19. 17. 19. So let's check our work. Got to make sure that it's a real solution. So we've got the square root of 3 times 19 minus 17 equals the square root of, and we want to find out if they're equal, 19 plus 21. Okay, I mean, I can see if I put this in my calculator, I'm going to get the square root of whoops, 40. And here it's the square root of 40. Both equal, so yes, this is a real solution. Okay? That's all we're doing. The hardest part is going to be solving and following those steps. So I want you to try out 2 problems. Here's the first one. The square root of x minus 15 equals the square root of 2x minus 7 and the square root of 10x minus 3 minus the square root of 8x minus 11 equals 0. So, hey, I'm going to tell you the first step is to move this part, okay? So try those out. Bring any questions you have to class tomorrow, and have a super evening.